hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas. I'll give it a few minutes for people to jump on. Hello everyone. I know a lot of Aussies probably won't be on this morning because everyone's got to get back to work, me included. But if you are here, please jump on and say g'day. Let's have a look here. I don't know whether you guys noticed, you might have seen my post, but I got a bit excited because I now have the community section, so I'll be putting some posts up on there as well in this channel. So looking to grow and expand this year. So excited, got so much happening in so little time. So if you are here, say g'day. I am on today. Let me just put it on. I feel so out of it because I haven't done live stuff or haven't really worked for a little bit now, so it's all feeling a little bit foreign. But if you are going to jump on live, please say g'day. If you come back and watch the replay, g'day. I hope you've had an amazing Christmas with your family, with your pets, whoever you manage to spend time with. I am going to put the start timestamp down below, so if you are coming back to watch the replay. Oh, good morning, Tam. At least I'm not sitting here talking to myself. Hope you had a great Christmas, darling. I'm going to put the timestamp down below so you can skip all this shit. I'm just going to take a minute just to channel and tune into these cards. Like I say, I haven't technically worked for a little while. Oh, cat's claw tea. I've been looking into all that sort of stuff, hey. What's cat's claw good for? I think it was a net. Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying a few teas and stuff, but I find it really upsets my stomach. It's probably how toxic my stomach is, but I love all that sort of stuff. Yeah, like I say, I haven't worked for a little bit now. I think I've come out of my isolation, so to speak. I've put myself in isolation so I can get my own shiz together. As most of you know, I moved and, you know, trying to adjust to all that and adjust to a new area and doing all that sort of stuff. But I think I've come out the other side of a massive ascension, I couldn't even sleep last night because Spirit were just channeling me all these informations. Like I literally could have sat up all night and just taken notes on so many different things. I've got my little diary down there that I've just, every time they told me something, I'd write it down, but I'll formulate that properly and let you all know about that. But for today, we are coming together to tap into the collective energies, which are going to be 2023. So this is really going to be really interesting. Most of the people who are following or whatever would know that I jump on each week and offer a bit of a collective reading from that moment forth, typically for the next week or so. But it should soothe the stones have gone off copy the last few days. Yeah. Oh, hi, Cara. Oh. Hello. Sorry, like I said, I'm in three worlds at the moment. I wanted to have a quick chat to you guys, but I've got Spirit trying to say, it's time to talk now. It's time to share our message now. And then me trying to do my 3D stuff. But hello, everyone. Yeah, I've been doing a few natural practices myself, Annette, and I'm noticing it's upsetting the stomach, but I was like saying to my niece, I'm not sure whether it's just disrupting all the naughty stuff that is actually there to clear it out. Like sometimes you do feel a bit sick before you get better, so to speak, or whether it's just not agreeing with me, and it's hard to know. So yeah, so we are here to do the collective reading for 2023. I'm not sure what's going to come out. Obviously, as you know, if you watch all the time, I am a channel for Spirit. Basically, we always live on the bright side of life. We always live in the spirit-based solutions to everything in life. So please, whatever information comes out, just take what you need. I just like to guide people and inspire people and hopefully influence them to sort of get a little bit more selfish and have a look at themselves and improve yourself first and foremost. Because when you do that, that's when everything else in your life, all the people, you know, all the places that you go, all your own manifestations, that's where they all come from. They come from who you are and what you represent and that energy and the vibration that you put out there. So that's my only intention. I would love to, I've had a few people reach out over the last week because I know a lot of energies have been scattered and all that sort of stuff. Christmas is great for bringing up unhealed stuff, you know what I mean? But asking if I do a reading and basically put it on tick. But unfortunately, because in the past so many people have, you know, taken advantage of my kindness, I don't do that, and I can't do that, I'm afraid. But if you would like, under my psychic services tab on my website, you can actually get a private personalized message from me where I will do a similar thing to what I'm doing now. I will focus in and channel in on your energy. I'll ask Spirit what they feel you need to know right now. I will record it. I will upload it in a private file onto YouTube, and then I will send you a private link so you can go back and watch it as many times as you like. It won't go anywhere unless it goes down. But if you can save it, you can save it. But it's a personalized message from me to you. So if that's something that's a little bit affordable for people, it's only $33. I basically just spit out what Spirit wants you to know, maybe one massive message for maybe 2023 for you. If you want to get your hands on one of those, I'll be doing them this week. My time is very limited this week. I've already got pre-existing bookings. Plus it's my birthday on Friday, so I'm taking the day off for my birthday. Then we've got New Year's, obviously. So if you do want a little bit of a snippet, a little bit of something, you are more than welcome to ask me a question as well. So if you want to ask me a question and you want it video recorded, like this, from me to you, it's $33. It's available over on my psychic services tab, and please allow up to 24 hours to receive your link. So if that's what you're interested in, get amongst it. I'm not going to go into everything that I've got coming up in the new year. It'll just bore everyone in this short time frame, but we are going to get stuck into it, you guys. If you are coming back to watch the replay, g'day. Oh, thanks, Cara. Yes. The big 4-7, the big 47 this Friday. One thing I am doing in the new year, and I'm going to start documenting and share it, is called My Fistful of Firsts, because I've done a lot for other people over the last few years. Most people know I cared for my mum and obviously raised 2 kids, and then all that stuff happened with my brother and all that sort of stuff. I haven't really lived life for me. And there's so many little things. They're little to everybody else, but they're big to me because I've basically been a hermit for the last 7 years. But, oh, hey, Gypsy Mama, so good to see you too. Oh, beautiful peeps. Yeah, so I'm doing a fistful of firsts. I'm making a list of all the things that I haven't done. So that's a question I'd love to ask all you guys today. When's the last time that you did something for the first time? So I've been asking myself that question. I've been writing down a heap of things, and I'm just going to be sharing and documenting it because I'm not always just the tarot reader. I'm not always just the psychic. I've got other... I take the piss out of everything and see the fun in all life. So if you want to see that, I don't know whether I'll upload it to TikTok. I think I'll probably do TikTok things with that. Instagram's not really my jam. Oh, we'll see. So yeah, one thing you can ask yourself next year, if you just want to stay upbeat and high vibe and all that, is ask yourself, when was the last time I did something for the first time, and what's something that I'd really like to do? And sort of tap into that energy rather than, you know, constantly clean up 2022 and the past, and, you know, take yourself back to all those types of vibrations. All right. This feels kind of foreign to me because I haven't done this in ages. But anyway, let's get into it, eh? I'm really sorry if I ignore your comments coming in. I'm not ignoring you. I am merely sharing Spirit's message, and they give it to me in a timeline. So I may see it, feel it, sense it, taste it, whatever. Oh, thank you, Dolores. Thank you. I will. See my bestie. We might do a live, actually. On Friday, you never know. But that's what I mean, guys. All my links to all my channels where I most predominantly are linked in my about or down below. So please feel free to come over if you use those platforms to like me there, because I offer different content on different platforms because that's what they're designed to do. So yeah, get amongst it if you want. I do morning messages over on my Facebook. I upload affirmations and more law of attraction coaching and mentoring sort of stuff over on TikTok. Instagram's just my shits and gigs sort of thing. My website, if you subscribe to my website, you'll get a monthly newsletter from me next year. Might have a little special in there for readings and stuff, just for my, my followers over there. Just head over. All right, so I'm going to ask Spirit right now to use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection to offer the Mass Conscious Collective. That's all you beautiful souls out there. That's everybody who leaves an energetic imprint on my channel, or if you're here live, I'm a natural energy reader, so I'm reading energies, not necessarily specifics. So these may come across very broad, but if you can sort of intuitively feel where it resonates with you, then it's for you. If you go, nah, that sounds like crock, that doesn't fit, then the message just isn't for you. Too easy. All right, so once again, Spirit, using my sense of safety, security, and full protection of the collective reading, something we need to know. Oh, they want to jump out. This is for the year, not too many. This is for the year of 2023. So this is just a collective overall reading. I will be back in a few days with the weeklies. They're just telling me right now that next year can go either two ways. It's going to go either two ways, which is very common because we're all manifesting our own reality. So it's going to come out into the, the reason why I say that is because we did have Show the World the Real You. So a lot of you may easily and effortlessly, if you've been putting in the energy work, be able to go out and just be the best possible version of you and not give a real rip about what anybody else thinks or feels or, their opinions of you or anything like that. And if you're not, if you're working on that right now, please keep going. Because next year we all need people to stand up. Not necessarily stand up and woo, 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 that kind of stand up. We need people to start accepting themselves for who they are, for what they represent, do it in a loving and kind way, always work from a place of love. And not only will you manifest more people like that into your own experience and more opportunities and options and all that sort of stuff, it's about us standing in our power next year. Most definitely. I'm telling you now, I feel like really hot and sweaty because I get really hot when Spirit step forward to me or my nose itches. So if you see me start going like that, that's why. Intuition. This is going to be a lot of people waking up. So if you haven't done so already and you feel like you've got a bit of a gift, a bit of a intuitive ability, I would really start tapping into that from this moment forth, because they're telling me all 4 clairs. So some of you are stronger using certain clairs. Like for me, it was initially my clairvoyance. I could see things in the future before they actually happened. And then I could also clairsentience, I could feel it with my feelings. So I really focused on those 2 clairs first and foremost. I really mastered using those 2 clairs, and then I sort of went off and researched and looked into the other clairs. So there's clairaudience, clairsentience, clairaudience, and clairvoyance. So I hope I didn't repeat any of those in reading mind. But I would really, really encourage everybody from this moment forth, if you do have a gift, whether you have kids that are very sensitive, even your animals, anyone that's sensitive around you, I would start looking into your 4 clairs, work out which one you can most relate to and strengthen that. So it's your intuition, that's like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. And Spirit are asking, because of the energy that's coming in for the collective as a whole next year anyway, it's going to be, it can be overwhelming for people. So knowledge is power, like I always say. Yeah, so they're saying have faith in your dreams. This energy is very contrasting to me. That's why I'm trying to collect myself and how I'm going to share it, because it really could go both ways. And I mean, I get on here and do what I do, but I can lead the horse to water, but I can't make him drink, so to speak. I think some of you are going to be forced to learn new ways of doing things, to adapt to a new lifestyle, maybe eat cleaner, live cleaner, all that sort of stuff, because of your sensitivities, because of your abilities, because they're asking and trying to help the living consciousness wake up a little bit. But please, if you haven't got a dream or something like that can be worked on right now as well. But it's really important that we keep the faith next year. We've got meditate and contemplate, so that just goes with more the spiritual based lifestyle. A lot of you may be living or choosing or exploring how you too can live a more spiritual based lifestyle, because let's face it, at the end of the day, we are all extensions of positive source energy. And when we do transition from our physical life, we go back home, we go back to where we come from pretty much. So it's about living that way on earth. It's about living that way as peacefully, as authentically, as transparently, as connected. Everyone has different beliefs when it comes to stuff like that. Not everybody does it the same. A lot of people who meet me see how rough around the edges and stuff I am, but I live a very, very spiritual based lifestyle. So I think a lot of people are going to be headed that way. If not, it's going to be drawn out from within them. So we do have a new romantic cycle begin. So if you are looking for relationships, positive co-creative partnerships, this is going to go on a whole as well. I know it's really hard to see this kind of spirit-led truth when we jump on TV or we jump on social media and all we see is the opposite of that. So I get that, but I've got a feeling that a lot of people, if you learn to love yourself, you are going to attract and manifest everything else that you love in this life. Whether it's a perfect dress, whether it's a perfect partner, whether it's awesome business associates, whether it's more loving connections with your kids, whatever it is for you. But there is definitely, the more you love yourself from this moment forth, or learn how to, the more you follow your intuition, the more you give birth to new ideas rather than rehashing how it currently is for you or how it's been, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. Look at that. They're all about self-worth and self-esteem. Look, you are good enough. So there is mass healing. I, for one, use Insight Timer every night, the app for meditations. Even if you don't do this as a lifestyle, so to speak, I would just commit to doing or falling asleep to a nightly meditation, something of that nature. There's a lot of, I actually got a bit crook a couple of days before Christmas. I don't know what was wrong and I won't go into it. But anyway, I thought, I'm not going to be sick for Christmas. No way. I'm not going to have this discomfort, blah, 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 blah. So I put on a couple of deep healing, angelic healing meditations before I went to bed a couple of nights before. And I literally woke up on Christmas Day and my issues were gone. So you got to, most people need to believe it to see it to believe it. So give it a go. Give it a go. You got nothing to lose, eh? You got nothing to lose. We've got a win-win outcome is forecast and conclusions are within reach. So it's all going to be totally dependent in 2023 on what you're focused on, what you believe, what your thoughts tell you, which way you are focusing. Are you too much in the present and in the past, or are you focused on the future? So if you are more so wanting to focus on the future and you want to start manifesting the life you desire, then stay tuned to this channel. Go follow me on my other platforms because that's what I do. Very, very rarely, unless Spirit tell me so, do I ever go back and try to help people mop up mess. If we can allow someone the space to sort of conversate about it a little bit, and as Spirit say, through the vibration of my voice, I can help transmute or give you some clarity or some understanding. They just told me neutral ground. It's going to be really important that most of us, especially the light workers, stay on neutral ground next year. That's going to be really important, but they're all jumping out now, you beauty, because there are going to be some truths that are going to be told as a collective. So this may help you in some way, or it could hinder you in some way. But at the end of the day, hey, Charlie? Sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. But there are going to be many, 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 many truths exposed. The problem when I read for a collective consciousness is I could be reading for you as an individual, so maybe you need to speak your truth. Maybe you'll have people come and express their truth to you. So obviously it's going to affect you in some way, otherwise we wouldn't be talking about it. But the purpose of it is to to open your heart and to open your mind. If you go and check out my Facebook post this morning, that the message was the same. I can't remember it in this mind, but it was about remaining flexible and to just love people where they are and love life unconditionally. Don't expect the world to change for you to feel better. It's about you changing so your world can get better. Not the entire world, that's too big, but at least in your immediate world. So, and this could also be in the collective energies. I'm not going to say words or names, but you know what I'm getting at. A lot of truths are going to come out. It's going to uproar. They just told me uproar, so there could be a little bit of an uproar with this. But the truth's coming out. I don't feel negative about this. I feel like it's like a purge. There's going to be a massive purge. They told me between now and March, don't be surprised if a lot of things come to light for you as an individual and for the collective energies that is part of this purge. I wish I could show you the film that they're showing me in my mind. It's kind of like, I can't even explain it. A lot of masks are falling off. The truth is going to be exposed, but people are still going to have their own sides. They're still going to have their own beliefs. And it depends on which way you're going and the way you're focused. Are you a deliberate creator, or are you going to keep creating by default in 2023? But yeah, just be mindful that between now and March, don't be surprised if it's not all rainbows and butterflies and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be totally dependent on where you are and what you set your intentions to and what you're mindful of, but there's a lot coming up here. I literally feel a little bit physically nauseous. So, please look after your health too in 2023. Some of you may be feeling the nudge for that. Look after your health. Some of you may have more health symptoms coming up for them to give it to me that way. You may be having it now. So make sure you look after your health, go into some more holistic type living. Whatever is coming after March in 2023, we have wonderful outcomes. If you are here and you've had a private reading with me over the last couple of weeks, you will know what I'm talking about, because every single individual that I've read for, myself included, I did all my family the other day and I said, let's get prepared, we're having readings, yeah! March seems to be very significant for them as individuals as well. So it's amazing that this come up for the collective. This is an opportunity for you guys to basically get your shit together between now and March. By knowing that you're good enough, really tapping into the intuitive side of self, really practicing more spiritual law attraction based practices, doing all that sort of stuff, because a win-win outcome is definitely forecast. But what I love about it is that whatever this is, it's going to go the distance. So I think we're setting up a precedent as to how our life's going to be. I just told Spirit that I just really want to mainly focus on those who are doing the work, and I'm trying not to give me the other stuff. If you do like sort of the worry, the concerns and the issues and what to watch out for and all that, I'm not going to be your reader today. So I'm for the highest good of all. I know that there is some things coming up, and they won't let me touch it. They're not going to let me touch into it, because I think I just need to be a bit of a different reader to many who always offers the hope, always offers the optimism, because I'm telling you what, from March onwards, we are going to take a leap of faith into the unknown. It's going to go the distance. We are so close to the finish line. I think we're all ending karmic cycles in our own way. This is the end of a cycle. This is the end of a chapter. But if we keep rehashing how it currently is and how it's been in the past or over the last 2, 3, 4 years, you're going to set yourself up for misery. And that's what Spirit are really, really trying to do. So it's about really focusing on self, getting yourself, knowing you are good enough. If someone's opposing you, perfect time for manifestation. Hey, Christine. Perfect time for manifestation with the milk and honey here. This is a 2, milk and honey. I'm seeing 2 different forces at play here. But if we do wake up, if we do start living the life that we desire, if we start embracing those physical, more spiritual based practices like meditation and contemplation and daydreaming and all that sort of stuff, it comes easy to some, but it doesn't come easy to others. Trust me, I've been doing this for 30 years and I'm still fine tuning it. I'm still tweaking it. I'm still doing all that. But once you start your journey, and once you actually start feeling a little bit more empowered within you, and you start attracting better in your experience, it is so addictable, you just don't want to give it up. You can't give it up. But when you do, you feel it too. So a lot of people are coming out of that. So if you are someone who has been spending the last few years sort of waking up to self and being really selfish, not in an ego way, but just looking after self first and foremost, your rewards are coming. Your rewards are coming. So the rainbow can be a symbology for some people. So as you know, there's always a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and that's part of this win-win outcome that is forecast for us all. But what's it going to be for you? Have you placed your order with the universe yet? Are you feeling good enough? It's all about thought and feeling. Your thoughts create your feelings. So if you need to start somewhere from this moment forth, and maybe with your mindset, in the first 3 months of 2023, we are going to feel like we're in a fork in the road. We are going to feel, and you may be feeling it now, that you're being pulled in all different directions. And it's really hard when you have massive celebrations chucked in, in between, because it's like, oh, it's Christmas, yippee. And then it's like, for me, it's my birthday, yippee. And then it's like the new year, new year, new me, and all this sort of stuff. And then we turn around to January 3rd and it's gone back to the same crap that there was the year before. Please, please, please go easy on yourself if you are making some shifts and changes in your life. Don't be surprised if you do feel like you're in this energy, but it's not. It's any sort of contrast that's coming into your life in the first 3 months is because you need to be truthful with yourself. Someone may catch you off guard by telling their truth. You might have a best friend that comes up to you and says, oh, I've loved you for years and years and years. And you're like, what? You may come and say, someone may come to you and say, I've got the biggest issue with you and you're a total. And la 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 la, it may throw you off path. But please, if anything like that happens, it is a contrast, and it's not meant to hurt you or hinder you. It's meant to open you up to bigger, better things. Because if you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. So yeah, so we may hit a bit of a fork in the road over the next couple of months. But like I say, I'm always here for you. If you need a reading, you can just follow Spirit's guidance every week. Every Sunday, I typically jump on and upload or do a live on the weeklies. This is for 2023. You can book in for a private session. If you don't know where to start, ask me. You can get a video recorded message. It's only $33. And you get to keep that and rewatch that as many times as you like. Yeah. So we got the yin energy. So we're balancing out the masculine and feminine energies. I know that at times I'm very masculine. I'm very much more masculine. I'm very boss type. I'm Capricorn. Like things ordered. You know, I've been mum and dad to my kids for 14 years, so I've, you know, I know the difference. I know when it's coming across too strong. But anyway, it's time to nurture the masculine. It's love. It's about bringing love into the situation. It doesn't have to be love, like, ooh, love. It doesn't have to be like that, but sometimes love is just neutral. It's just about staying neutral. But there's definitely love coming in. I can feel it. They're putting like a pink fog over. I'm surprised the mending card hasn't come out, or it's not coming out, because a lot of things are being mended right now. The problem is that most humans want them fixed. They want them fixed, not mended. Mending takes too long. So if you can just practice patience right now, you will get your win-win outcome. It's coming around the March time frame. So we've got this perfect amount. We've got this perfect piece of lineal time to do the work, to do the energy work. You know, you might want to sit down, and there's so many things that we can do. You may want to sit down and write a letter of forgiveness to yourself. You may want to write a truthful letter and really purge all that negative energy that you feel towards someone into a letter. Doesn't mean you have to send it or anything, but you can put it in your God box. You can tear it up. You can burn it. I don't really believe in the freeze method myself. A lot of people out there say write it down and put it in the freezer, but why would you want to freeze something in time? You want to release it. So my own values in life is release, replace, and relive. So if you release something from your life, it's really important that you have something to replace it with. Whether it's an addiction, whether it's people. Don't replace people. That's not what I mean. But replace it with a positive, like maybe a more positive letter for yourself. So release, replace, relive. If you can do that in 2023 and get in the momentum of doing that, it's going to be so much more easy. It's going to be much more effortless, because we are heading into a new life. What did I say right at the beginning? It's a new life. It's what you're giving birth to. You know, most women, when they do fall pregnant, and, you know, as soon as they fall pregnant, they're eating all the good foods, they're taking all the nutrients, and they're really looking after themselves for their baby. So let's start feeding ourselves the right nutrients. Let's start feeding ourselves with positive thoughts. Let's start hanging around the doers, the high vibes. And if we don't know what to do, you know, you can't mimic anyone. You can't plagiarize anyone. If you do, good luck to you. You can't keep that up or whatever. But be amongst the people. Be inspired by people who are actually doing it, who have been there, done that, got the t-shirt. You know, we are heading towards a new life. It's a new chapter in all our lives. It's going to start kicking off from March, in my opinion or thoughts. That's what they're telling me. And you want to be ready for that. You want to be ready for that. I'll get one more of those just in case. But please don't worry, guys. We are coming out of this fork in the road. That may be us leading up, because all these truths and all this information and all this is coming out. But it's heading towards a new life. And what I love about it is that if you do the groundwork and lay the strong foundations, it's going to go the distance for you. So whether you're starting a business, whether you're exploring relationships, whether you're releasing people from the past so you can replace them with people in the new that's going to come in for you. Any shifts that you're making right now, release it, but make sure you replace it. Oh, happy birthday in March. Is it Shelley? I love it when people dance to the beat of their own drum. Hey. Oh, beautiful, Lisette. I'm training myself to be able to read your comments but still deliver the message. So yeah, like I say, there's so many different practices. I'm actually currently writing a list just to help others with that. We've got building blocks jumped out. Knowledge is power. So we are building a new society. We are building a new lifestyle for ourselves. You know, and you don't see much progress when you are in building mode. You may see, you know, have you got the slab laid yet? I think it's time for you to either lay the slab, your solid foundation, or it's time to start building on that. Everyone's got their own energetic timeline. So that's what I read when I do private readings. I read your energetic timeline. I see what's possible for you. I help give you the tools and the skills to just take one step at a time. This is why most people come back and have a reading with me every 3 to 4 months, because they take Spirit's guidance, they apply it, they do it, they see the result, and then they come back for a top-up. So what's next? What's next? And I never sit here and tell people what to do, how to do it, anything of that nature. I'm very spirit-led in my life, and that's the way that I can help spiritually lead others in their life as well. But whatever you're building, hopefully it's an empire. It's going to go the distance this year. It's going to make it. You're going to do it. You're going to start seeing the success from March onwards. So please be patient and hang in there. Be very mindful of who you choose to hang around, what you choose to see. You'll hear me say it all the time because it's important. And when things go wrong in life, which I call contrast, it's not to disrupt you. It does disrupt you, but it doesn't come in to punish you in any way. It's to show you where you're at. If you're feeling in an emotional way, that's your indicator that, hey, I'm not really in tune with myself. You know, I'm not up to speed with who I am. I think what 2023 is going to be all about is people coming into touch with who they really are. Who they really are. And that's a powerful thing. Imagine if the world was full of people knowing who they are, what they want and all that, and we're just like sifting and sorting our way through the contrast of everybody. You know, they just told me egos will be dropped. So if you know somebody or, you know anyone that believes they have power, so to speak, but they're running from a place of ego, they're in for a rude awakening. Come back over to Dan's side and we'll sit there with the popcorn and see what happens. So if anyone's running on ego right now, watch that space. Yes. Oh, how beautiful. So we got the Two of Cups. Like I say, everyone, I don't read the tarot card meanings. I just use them to help me keep a timeline. So I show you the cards anyway in case you do and you know what it means on the other end. But right now we are turning our back to things that are no longer serving us. Whether it's people, places, things, thoughts, lifestyle, habits, addictions, anything, whatever it is. So be honest with yourself. Have you sat down for 5 or 10 minutes with a nice cuppa or a beverage or vodka or whatever your thing is and actually had a look at your life and seeing, you know, does that add value to my life? Does that add value to my life? Is that energy reciprocated? Anything like that? It's time to do the work. It's time to do the energy work because we've got the Wheel of Fortune, baby. The wheels are turning in our favor, whether you believe it or not. If you're all doom, gloom, pessimistic and all that, I can't help you. But if you're going, you know what, I could be a bit hopeful. I could be a little bit more optimistic. I can sort of explore a different way of doing things, seeing what I've done before isn't working. I can do that. I can do that without regret. Affirmation, self-scripts, I talk to myself like that all the time. So affirmation, self-scripts, talk your way. I can do it. You know, there's more for me out there. The universe is unlimited. That's the best thing that I ever did when I become certified as a law of attraction practitioner, is getting to know myself through that course. Getting to know myself. My sister gave me a pack of cards many, many years ago, probably about 8 to 10 years ago, by Esther Hicks. And I read them and I went, oh my God, they're the most selfish things ever. Most selfish thing, oh, that's just greedy. You know, that's just greedy and all that sort of stuff. But now that I'm 10 years in and in depth, I get it now. So Spirit are really trying to help everybody and encourage everyone to step out of the unreality of scarcity, of limit, of beliefs, all that sort of stuff, because what you're building is going to come into fruition. What you're building. We got the Ten of Cups. Here's the beautiful, beautiful family card. This can be intimate relationships. So if you're single and ready to mingle, let me know in the comments down below. because I can help you with some scripts or some affirmations or some ideas on how you can manifest your mate. This can be also business partners because I'm reading for a collective. So if you are wanting to network, I know myself, I've been doing the energy work, and I've actually got a meeting with a lady who runs a beautiful facility, or don't like that word, but anyway, place up here in Nambour. I might be a reader there or doing workshops and stuff like that in person, like I set the intention for this year, but it's going to be last year. Stuff like that. So there's positive work creations. I share it with my own life experience because behind the scenes, I'm doing my own energy work. And I will share with you and document and show you that it doesn't matter whether you've got $1 in the bank or $1 million in the bank or whatever. If you think yourself into wellness, if you think yourself into wealth, health, and well-being and all that sort of stuff, it'll come. It'll absolutely come. And that's what's coming with this card. Some of you may reconnect with people from the past. Could be family, lovers, exes or whatever. Always use your own discernment. If you're unsure, book in for a reading. I'll tell you whether it's like, because I read their energy. But it's a great time for companionships and loving relationships. It goes with the new romantic cycle is beginning. You got to love yourself first and foremost before you can even possibly love another. Stop settling for sloppy seconds in 2023. Maybe we could make that our mantra. We are no longer settling for sloppy seconds. We've got our eye on the prize. Everything's working out for us. The truth is going to come into fruition. Everything in my life goes the distance. I'm going to follow through. They just said follow through. So a lot of you are learning to follow through with things. I'm feeling a bit of procrastination right now. I'm feeling a lot of wishful thinking. I'm hearing a lot of, I tried that last year, but it didn't work. All that sort of stuff. That's you guys getting your speed up by going, oh, I'd really love a partner. You know, I'd love to have someone that curl up in the lounge with, but it's never going to happen. You know, you put your desire out there, you're telling the universe what you want, and then you put the foot on the brake and the skids by saying, that's not going to happen. How's it going to happen to me? I'm ugly, I'm fat, whatever you do. Let's keep our eye on the prize. So vision boards would be really good from this moment forth too. I personally like to keep a little bit of my scrapbook, and I like to keep a bit more of a, like a little scrapbook of photos and stuff rather than have mine on the wall. You can do that. It depends on whether you're releasing stuff at the moment or you've done the releasing work and you're replacing it with something else. So like I say, it's going to be different for everybody else, but there's 101 processes. If you need help with something, please let me know, and I can do a post, whether it's on here or something to give you a skill, because everyone needs something different. It's you know, it's not a one shoe fits all kind of deal. All right, so yeah, so value, lots of value coming into our life in 2023. I knew it. If you go back and watch all my other videos, this has been a lead up, this has been a build up, and the story hasn't friggin' changed, and I love it. Justice is coming. Truths are being told. We are going to stand in our power. If you have been experiencing any injustice in your life, it's going to go in your favor. This is part of the karmic ending of a karmic cycle. You're coming into karmic reward season. So raise your swords, stand your ground, remain balanced, practice, you still got to maintain your balance between your spirituality and your practicality as well. That's a skill in itself. But I'm telling you what, if you do the energy work between now and March, everything is going to get very black and white for you. Very black and white. It either feels good for you or it doesn't. And just because it doesn't feel good, it doesn't mean that anything's going wrong. It just means that you're not up to speed with what you're asking for yet. And that's it. So what can you do in each and every day to make you feel better? What can you do? You may want to sit down and do some affirmations. You may want to go for a walk in the garden. You may want to volunteer somewhere. You may actually want to pay it forward. For the light workers, you may actually burst through that self-limitation and fear and worry and concern and all that and start putting yourself out there. Please do, because there's always someone out there that needs what you have. You know what I mean? Don't hold yourself back, because victory's coming, baby. This is love. This is support. This is that romantic cycle. I know romantic, everyone instantly thinks, oh, it's a romantic cycle with a partner, which it may be. But I'm talking about this is a love of life. Let's bring life back to 2022. It sure has been tried to be squashed over the last few years, and some people are still telling that story. Some people are still projecting that. But if you are with me in 2023 and you want to start creating the life you desire, we are going to project those things that what we want. And when we have a contrasting thing happen, which typically for most people means something's gone wrong or whatever, we are going to learn ways to release it. Because when we release it, Spirit will definitely replace it with something better, but you know what you want from what you don't want. And it's about vibrating there. And it's a process, and it takes time, and it's going to unfold. But if we can all do this over the next coming months and just get into the practice of it, victory is going to be ours. August, September is very significant. They just told me August, September is going to be very significant. What for? What for? What's August, September going to be very significant for? Change. Well, change. All of them. Did you hear that? I haven't got the window open or anything, and the blinds just knocked on the thing. It even freaks me out. I've been doing this for a long time. Anyway, what's happening in August, September? Prayers coming true. Hard work paying off. Keep lining your ducks up in a row. Keep doing the energy work. Keep going. Keep going. Don't let your thoughts let you down. Don't let external influences lead you to believe that you can't do anything, that you won't be able to do anything, that, you know, we're all up the creek without the paddle. Please don't do that. I think this is what most people are going to struggle with themselves. So it's really, really important that if you have a desire to change or be influenced, hey, I think it's Jillery. So I've got glasses on, I still can't see. I've got to get new glasses this year. But hey, please don't let this let you down. There is nothing stopping us. Spirit, show me a red flag. When it's something to watch out for, something to be mindful of, I'm not getting anything here. I'm not getting anything here. I'm getting hopes, dreams, and desires coming into fruition. You do the energy work. You start placing your order with the universe. You start doing courses, workshops, get amongst people who are doing it and all that sort of stuff. This is basically a symbology to me of the universe going, which one do you want first? Which one do you want first? So, so I get distracted with things. So, don't let your thoughts, external influences let you down in 2023. We've got to keep our eye on the prize. We need to start placing our audio. Hi, Jay. You distracted me now. Because we have victory coming. Victory from our energy work. Victory from our physical work. Money, abundance, everything. That's what August, September. August, September. Some of you in the meantime are going to get your justice. You are going to start attracting like-minded friends, people, associates, lovers, people who actually add value to your life, that actually support you. I think that's been the number one thing. I know what it's like when you're going through your own personal stuff, for me to allow support in. I don't like influence. That's why you'll probably never see me much. I hate to say it, but I don't get on and look at other people's stuff. I don't get into the news and stuff like that unless it's immediately impacting me, but I can't do that influence as an empath, as a sensitive. If I listen to everything else, what everyone else is doing, and I spent a lot of time online, it would affect me as a reader because I'd be too heavily influenced by that type of energy. So we need to really be mindful over what energies we're allowing to influence us in 2023 as well. But the wheels are turning in our favor. Everything is always working out for you. I would honestly start with my mindset first and foremost between now and March, because a lot of truths are going to come out. The more you know yourself, the less other people's opinions and thoughts and behaviors can penetrate you. It's such a great feeling to feel that resilience. Ooh. Let yourself receive. So all you people pleasers out there, it's going to be a great time. There's a balancing of the masculine and feminine energies as well. A lot of you may be really in your feminine, and that's the giving, mothering, nurturing, making sure everyone else's nests are feathered as opposed to your own. Got to stop doing that now. You've got to feather your own nest. Top up your own cup. Take your ladle back. Stop putting your ladle in your little pot and giving it to everybody else. We need to stop paying attention to Oliver Twists out there. We need to take a ladle back. We need to fill up our own pot, fill up our own cup, and then we give with our ladle from the overflow of that. So it's really important that that's what is the process, is part of this Wheel of Fortune here. Start receiving. Start saying, it's okay for me to receive, because the more that I receive, the more I can give to others. It's awesome. Awesome. I'll answer some personal questions in a sec. But yeah, allow others to give you the loving care and receive without guilt or apology. I'm telling you now, this is going to be my greatest challenge because I've been so independent. Those who do try to connect with me typically just want to use me. You know, I've got a friend that's a psychic and she's this and that. They want to know, they don't know me. They don't want to get to know Danielle, not Miss Psychic D or whatever. You know, partners, because I am so giving and loving in relationships, and I am someone that will remember something somebody said to me, you know, 3 weeks ago, and I find it in a store and I buy it just because that's who I am, and you really wanted this, I found it, here you go, that type of thing. And then, yeah, and then it's sort of, the energy is not reciprocated. So please make sure in 2023 that if you're mingling, associating, hanging around, whatever, others, make sure that energies are reciprocated. It's not, oh, I did this for you, you do this for me type energy. It's a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type energy. So let yourself receive, guys. What I say right at the beginning, if you're here at the beginning, you might have to go back and watch the beginning, but worthiness. We are stepping into a time where it is crucial that we all understand our self-worth. You know, a lot of you are settling for sloppy seconds. You are settling for less than you deserve. The universe is absolutely abundant. Once I got that understanding, I got that ingrained in my noggin, and I actually lived it and breathed it and stuff, I'm never without. You know, there are some weeks I'll sit there and go, shit, am I going to get down in here? Because I'm still fine-tuning that. But you are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of money. You are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of being better, feeling better, all that sort of stuff. Please, dream big. Dream big. We got this over here as well, didn't we? Have faith in your dreams. Oh, I'm pretty sure we got... Anyway, it doesn't matter. But dream big. It's time to start placing your order with the universe, guys. You can get a piece of paper, type it in your notebooks, whatever. Hi, my name's Danielle, enter your own name there. In 2023, this is what I want. List the things that you want, and these are the reasons why I want them. And list the emotional connection that you have with these things. Because at the end of the day, the only time that people want things is because of the feeling that they'll receive from having it. So now we've got to do the work in placing our order with the universe. So if you want a new car, you know, you need to jump in your bomb right now and drive around as if it's your new Mercedes or whatever car that you want. You need to smell it. What does it smell? Can you smell the leather seats? Can you smell that lovely little air freshener that's buzzing from the jets? You know, do you see people looking at you and sitting there going, it's me, it's my car. I manifested this. Last year I was driving a 1975, you know, Datsun. And look at me now, I've got my Merc. How'd you do it? Don't know, it just came to me. That's the story I would love for people to tell next year. So yeah, so at the end of the day, place your order with the universe. You can pick one thing at a time. Like I say, there's 101 ways to skin a cat. Everybody sort of does things differently because you're all doing it at different levels, but please dream big. Let go of any small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding because you are good enough. And you really, really need to have more faith in your dreams and know that you can do it and know that there are contrasts that will come along the way. But if you just take time out, live a more spiritual based lifestyle, do some meditation. If you can't meditate, contemplate. You know, don't quit before the magic happens because a win-win outcome is forecast. It definitely is. A new romantic cycle is beginning because we've learned to love ourselves and be there for ourselves. Our conclusions are within reach and the wheels are turning in our favor. They are definitely turning in your favor, whether you believe it or not. But it depends on what you're creating for yourself. If you're saying that the world's crap and people are crap and you're telling that story, so it is. You'll start a whole new cycle with exactly that. And there's no judgment or shame or anything in that. You do you, boo. But that would be a shame. That'd be a shame because we all can be millionaires. We all can be vibing in optimum health. We all can have the love that we desire and deserve, you know. But it's really important in 2023 to show the world the real you, guys. We are building on it right now, right this moment. So you've got to understand your worth, let yourself receive and dream bigger about yourself. What's coming in is definitely going to go the distance. March, you may find this kicks off for you just in your feeling space. But August and September is very, very significant when it comes to actually buying that house or receiving that car or getting married or giving birth to a child if you're trying to conceive. There's something big that is possible for everyone in a positive way around August, September. So So yeah. Anyway, I'll finish this off and I'll get to some private questions and stuff. And I'm going to pull 3 Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. If you are someone who practices spiritual-based lifestyle and you want to know who in non-physical would like to guide us through 2023. Half the time I can't read the names on these cards, but the energy usually matches the story. Let's go. We got Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Can we get any more love and inspiration and possibility coming through for us? So if you want to talk to this dude, Paul the Venetian, you know, it's about approaching life with a bit more style and a bit more grace. For sure. Love people where they are. These literally want to jump out. We also have Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. What I say, truths are coming out. Truths. The illusions are being shattered. It's up to you whether you believe the illusion. The illusions are being, this is the end of a cycle, guys. We are heading into better times. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. There you go. Everyone run out to your support local business if you can, but everyone run out and buy yourself a little Ganesh. Infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. What did I say? I just said it throughout the whole reading. You know, you will get what you ask for. You'll get what you think. Your thoughts become your things. You will receive from the place that you're feeling. So yeah, so you can go to Lord Ganesh, you can go to Freya. Actually Krishna come out as well. That was laying on top. So, you know, a lot of the Indian kind of energies. And that's devotion. You got to be hopelessly devoted to your own life in 2023. That's what you got to do. So I hope that all made sense. I may have to go back and rewatch that myself because... So yeah, don't be surprised, guys. Once again, if over the next 3 months or so you don't find yourself still sifting and sorting and sort of, it's more so you're just articulating what is most important to you, new ways of looking after yourself. Like I say, you may go on a big health regime and all that and notice that there's certain healthy foods that don't agree with you. So don't think that whatever you're doing isn't working. We're just tweaking. We're tweaking our way. But things should start settling down through these truths and illusions that are going to be exposed. March is very significant. We will learn a lot. They show me clapping and cheering and stuff. So there's some sort of liberation or freedom that's coming from that as well. And then by August, September, we'll bask in that more positive feeling that's happening as a collective. And then August, September, it's going to help everybody line up with the physical things that they're wanting to manifest. So yeah. All right, I'll get back to some of these comments. If you would, at the end of I've got about 10 minutes. So if you would like to ask me a question, you are more than welcome to do so. Please no legal or medical questions. I choose not to answer those. But if you want to ask me something, if you would like to kindly leave a donation or buy me a coffee or anything for today or anytime, all the links are down below. And thank you so much to everybody who has done so over the last month or so. Appreciate you guys. If you do want to book a personalized message with me, it's only $33. It's in the Psychic Services tab over on my website. So you just follow the prompts through there and I will send you a link within 12 to 24 hours with a little personalized message from me to you. Yeah. But yeah. yeah. All right. I'm just going to come down for the collective cloud. And if you do want to ask me a question, guys, you are more than welcome to while I have a quick scroll through here. Everyone jumping into relationships where they're giving. Mm-hmm. Yes. I think what I've learned with the giving side of it is that now I've reached a vibration and a place within myself that I give because I want to. I don't give anymore with the expectation that something's going to come back to me in any way, shape or form or whatever. But yeah, the moment that I even get a little whiff, I get a little smell. Most intuitives can pick it up quite quickly anyway. Those who don't really practice in their intuition probably wouldn't. But as soon as something, it's like the red flag, as soon as something starts coming up, I don't pull back, but I just start withdrawing my energy. And it's usually when you stop buying that donut, you know what I mean? When you stop funding that person's lifestyle, or you stop having them over at your house all the time. I don't know, whatever the scenario is for everybody, but as soon as you get a whiff of that, that's when you stop the momentum. So that's what I did. So I didn't actually try to manifest somebody who wasn't a giver. I just adjusted myself accordingly. So that could be something you could try. Great reading. Awesome. Thank you. If you are new here, please do subscribe, like, and all that. I've got more. I do come on and do weeklies. I was supposed to do my star signs, but it got away with me. But I do star signs as well. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification and do all that sort of stuff. Okay, here we go. Christine, could you please see if it would be more fruitful option to sell my late father's house privately or by an agent? Like I say, I'll ask you a question of spirit and give you what they feel that is for you, Christine, but we don't tell people what to do. Oh, that one want to jump out. Look at what come out, Christine. I'm in my head about it. Oh, shit, which way should I go? Spirit, Christine's father's estate. What's going to happen? What do they need to know about father's estate? They're just telling me go alone. Now I can't remember the question. Privately. Like if I had to give you a choice, I would say privately, but please don't ever take, this is where I don't like getting myself in trouble, because if you do it privately and it turns to crap, then I'm going to be blamed for it. But I'm obviously work with spirit very closely. They're saying, you'll probably get more money going it alone. It's harder, like the process may be a little bit more difficult or complicated and stressful and all that sort of stuff, but I think your rewards, I think you want to do it that way anyway, and I think your dad wants you to do that anyway, but here's the money that's going to come in from whatever you choose to do. So it's definitely going to go in your favor. But if Spirit had to answer your question, they're saying do it alone. They're the words, do alone. So you could go privately. Yeah, I'm open to receive. That's all you have to keep saying too. Yay. Lisette, generic message. All right, Lisette. Spirit. Okay, I'll give Lisette a message, and this is what you get in your little private message, personalized message from me. So Spirit, let's give Lisette something that she needs to know from this moment forth. What does Lisette need to know from this moment forth? She's happy to know anything. Oh, there's a good contract coming up for you, Lisette. There's a commitment, some stability, some security, and it's going to set you up financially. So if you are thinking of maybe study, high level learning, or investing in something, there's an investment type feel with this, and Spirit are going to make my nose itch now, so they're really close. There's an investment type energy. Abundance is yours. I think once again, Lisette, it's going to be the fact with your mindset and your belief system when it comes to money, wealth, and all that. Maybe a money mindset course would be really good for a lot of people out there, because it's not just attracting money per se, it's just getting into a more abundant mindset, so to speak. But you definitely have a contract that's got stability or security. If you are investing in your future and you have to outlay any type of money or whatever, it's going to come back threefold. I can't stop smiling with this, because you may be in the tower at the moment, all this shit falling away, we all are. Things may be falling away, but new things are definitely going to take their place. You are going, okay, they just said to me, Lisette, for you, be mindful, because there's someone around you at the moment or coming up for you in the very immediate future that is talking very positively about you. So you don't know this is happening. You don't know that this person may be coming to approach you. They keep telling me like February 28th, so I don't know whether that's significant, but something in February, you may be approached. You may be approached with a contract or an opportunity or an offer that's going to bring you stability, security, financial happiness in your life. Be mindful of it. Be mindful of it. Because I think right now you may be in this energy, which is a little bit chaotic and stuff, and Spirit love to give you an early heads up because, like I say, if you're not in a good headspace or whatever, we can sabotage. It'll still come back later on because it's in your energetic timeline, but this is going to come in for you in around February. It's coming in for you around February anyway. So abundance is actually going to be yours. You've done the work. You don't give yourself enough credit, Lisette. Yep, because you followed your intuition. All the illusions for you are gone too now, Lisette. This is you following your intuition. This is like a real spiritual journey for you next year if you haven't done it already. Oh my God, Danielle, have been contacted for a new and more rewarding job and going back to self-development, which requires investment. Woohoo! There you go. See, I don't know you. I'm just reading your energy, and your energy screams volume. So keep going, girlfriend. And another thing a lot of people may benefit from too is to get a little bit more disciplined with your energy. A lot of people that come to me, they've got split energy, so they're putting their energy in all different places. Now, between now and March is a really good place to get your energy to come back together. Keep your eye on a prize, set a goal. You know, your goal may be just love. It doesn't have to be specific things. It could be just abundance. You know, it could be a new home. Whatever it is, let's start getting a prize, keeping our eye on the prize, and see what happens. Jay, good question. If anybody in the States would like to book in for a reading with me, rather than go through the website because it makes it a little bit complicated, I was of the understanding that my website actually adjusted the time frames, but please just contact me through my website. So that's www.misspsychicd.com.au, and we will do that manually. We'll do it together. I do have a bit of an admin assistant at the moment, so if it's not me that gets back to you, it will be them. But if anyone in the States or the UK or anybody who struggles with time zone differences like myself, we get in contact with me, and we can do it privately. So that's okay until I get a system. Because you beautiful people from the US, it was thanks to Jason and Jay and Ben from Inspired Action, and you know, you guys got me plopped over there. I've only ever really read for Australians and New Zealanders. I haven't really explored overseas as yet, but thanks to you guys, I've expanded, so I'm not really up to speed with all that sort of stuff. So yeah, but if anyone in the US, if you do want to have a reading or anything, please just contact me, message me, and we'll work it out from there. So yeah. Okay, so Carol, if you would like to go to my website, it's under the services tab on my website, misspsychicd.com.au. You go under, not the bookings are for time-based bookings. Go into the services. If you scroll down, I think it might be the third one down, it should have a little form that you fill out to book a personalized message. Make sure that the email that you give me is the correct email, because I'll be recording and sending you a link via that email, and just sit back, relax, and wait 12 to 24 hours to receive your message. If I can get it done sooner, I will, but obviously, life happens and stuff like that. So, but if you do have any issues, just once again, go through my website and contact me. Like I say, it's better for you guys to contact me personally if you're unsure about anything than to just go and book and do something, and then it's a big mud map to sort of clean up afterwards. So, yeah. Well, Carol, I do video messages, or because some people like the visual side of things, I do email readings as well. So if you go over to the services side of my website, I do email readings as well. You'll get exactly the same, it's just in written format. So you'll either be able to rewatch the video, or you can print it out. I honestly, and I don't know if anyone's on here that's had an email reading with me or whatever, but I have had a lot of people have email readings and they get back to me like 9 months later, go, I just went back and reread that message and everything you said came true. So yeah, they're both really good formats to have. It's just the emails are very much more specific because I don't have that interaction. So just be mindful of the question you always ask, because Spirit will give you what's for your highest good. And if breaking up with somebody or leaving the job or surrendering or releasing anything really, really scares you and you don't want to hear the opposite, be very mindful about that, because yeah, that can happen too. All right. Enlightened. I've missed enlightened. What happened enlightened? I've missed enlightened. Steph asks, will XRP price reach at least 600 by June 2023? I don't predict on that. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm really sorry, babes. Enlightened Truth Seeker, and I probably do know your real name, but if you want to pop his name down here, I can see if he'll come through. I don't advertise myself as a message. I don't advertise myself as a medium just yet, but if he does come through, and honestly, what a time. It is so difficult. And honestly, from a person that has experienced 2 massive losses in my life, there's no words. But please, if you need anything, if we can come together as a community and help in any way, please reach out. And if there's any scammers or whatever coming on, just ignore them. All right, I don't know where I was at. Danny. I'm not, like, if it doesn't come through, darling, leave it with me, because it's usually when I'm off all the energies on here. If something does come through, if you want to send me a message or do something or give me a way that I can contact you, I can't promise you because I don't work that way. But if anything does come through when I get off camera, because that's typically what happens, I'd like to be able to forward it on to you. So make sure that you get in touch somehow. I think he's still going through his life review from the energy that I'm seeing. So spirit are always with us anyway, but when souls do make their transition, they go through somewhat of a life review. And I know that for a fact because my mum, when she transitioned, she actually took me with her through her life review. And it was probably a good 2 weeks that we went through this journey together. So it's kind of like she jumped on a train and then she stopped at one station and we shared a wonderful memory together. And then she's like, oh no, I'm going to go back. And then she went on to another station. And it's like we took a train ride together, but I've come to understand that now as their own life review. So if you know, the transition was very abrupt or anything like that, sometimes it takes the soul or spirit a little bit of time to sort of adjust, if that makes sense. But are they at peace always? Are they free and still full of love? Absolutely. But I do think that Danny's actually still doing his own life review yet. So if you haven't received signs or symbols or anything like that, it's because he's still coming to terms, like managing his own energy where he is. So yeah. And like I say, there's nothing anyone can say. All I see is Shelley say, oh no, they're 2 different people. I'm not ready for spot on, Danny, yeah? All right. All right, you guys. Well, I might leave it at that. Otherwise, we'll go too long. And yeah. So once again, thank you all so much. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share. Join me on all my other platforms. Leave a kind donation, book in for a reading, whatever you want to do. I'm going to be over this side, living my best life, manifesting the life I desire. I can't wait to take you all on the journey with me. If you missed the beginning, I am going to set out on a task next year to do a fistful of firsts because I'm turning 47 on Friday, and 2023 is about me reclaiming my life and doing things that I haven't done yet from years and years and years of caregiving. So thank you all so much for joining me. Please know I love you all so much. So yeah, like I say, hit the notification that because I should have star signs coming out. If you want to book a private message with personalized message or an email reading, head over to my website and all that sort of stuff. But I love you all so much. Thank you for the birthday messages. Yeah, if we're gonna, go into 2023, I'm gonna go and having fun, mate. I can feel the suddenness of it, darling. I can feel the suddenness, but I can feel his energy, Danny's energy. I say he. I can feel his energy, but it's not focused on the physical world. It's really focused on his own soul's recovery journey or something. So yeah. Thank you so much, Tam. All right, guys, I love you so much. Check me out on all my other platforms, and I hope you have an amazing remainder of your week. Happy New Year. I may be popping on doing a live somewhere with Dallas on Friday because she's coming to see me for my birthday. So Dal from Dal's Lane. Let's do it. All right, guys, so much love to you. Good night to all Americans. And yeah, if you want to book a reading, get in touch with me personally and we'll work it out. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.